Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Reviews from the Clubhouse, brought to you by Clubhouse Films. I'm Chance McDuffie. I'm joined with my co-host,
Logan Solana.
Ah.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah. Please, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, very good.
All right, yeah.
I'll probably edit some of this out.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If not, we hope you enjoyed.
That's right.
Yeah, so,
Well, tell you a little bit about ourselves.
we're just
two guys.
two guys that like movies and
Yeah,
like
love
to pretend
movies.
like we know what we're talking about
Yeah.
when it comes to movies.
So I own a company called Clubhouse Films. We make commercials and movies and short films and
podcasts.
podcasts now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Chance is my production coordinator.
Yeah.
And he kind of helps out on
I do
everything.
little to nothing.
That's not true. He's very important.
But I love taking credit for things. It
Yeah.
makes me feel good about myself at the end of the day.
And I love giving credit to people because then it seems like, hey, this guy didn't do it all alone. He's got this huge team behind him, and it looks more professional.
Yeah, it makes you look like a good guy.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't. I guess I'm not concerned about looking like a good guy.
Sure. That's
Yeah.
what everyone says.
Yeah.
That's what every good guy says. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not the good guy,
Yeah.
but I do good things.
Yeah,
So,
I do good. I mean, I do amazing things.
Mhm.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, like buying all the gear for this podcast and editing. I do little to nothing. Like
Well,
I
did
said.
you see that? Did you notice that I didn't take credit for buying all that? I didn't even mention it. You were the one who brought it up.
Yeah, well, I like to make myself feel better, Logan.
Oh,
I mean,
great.
we are at my place recording this episode.
Yeah.
Too, so
Wow.
I like to throw that out there.
Yeah.
My couch and my coffee table.
And it's a beautiful couch
Mm.
and coffee table.
Yeah, I didn't know when we settled down here it would become a podcast studio.
Well, now it is. And how do you feel?
It's a dream come true. I'd like to thank our landlord for providing us with this beautiful space
Yeah.
to record our show. For anybody who hasn't stopped listening, thank you so much. Fair warning, if anyone follows me on social media, I said you'd listen to us ramble for about an hour or so. We're
That's probably accurate.
We're like what, 5 minutes in?
Yeah, we're a couple minutes in.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it.
yeah. So we didn't know what we wanted to do. I mean, we're here to review the Lego Movie Part 2.
That's
but
right. The second part.
Yeah,
Ridiculous title.
That's a little later.
Right.
Um,
But we first thought we'd start off the show, we'll kind of give a structure to it, how you first few minutes of it, we'll talk about just, either the goings-on in our lives or for this episode, we're going to talk about our most anticipated movies of 2019, and, which I forgot to do that, but Chance is a champion.
yeah, it's okay.
And,
I got a few that we can talk about. I'm
yeah,
sure
he's
some of
got
mine
to-
will be some of yours.
Yeah, I mean, I know of a few that are coming out,
Mhm.
but I didn't do what you did, and I didn't do my research. And,
No, it's okay. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
It's what I contribute.
But I will say for the next one,
Mm.
I'll be on it. I will
For the
have
next
it.
one, I won't prepare at all.
Good.
I'm gonna come in blind. I won't even see the movie that
Oh
we're
my!
gonna review.
Wow, really?
Mhm.
Even though we see it together.
I'll just wear my sunglasses.
All right.
Yeah.
You're that cool guy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
All right. So, what movies are on your list, Chance?
All right, they're in no particular order. I just went to IMDb and searched movies come out in 2019.
Okay.
So first on my list, seeing as how it's February,
Mm-hmm.
there's a few movies that we haven't seen yet / aren't going to review. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Captain Marvel. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love all the Marvel movies.
Yeah. That'll be a good one.
In my opinion, there are some Marvel movies that I don't like, but in my opinion, I don't think they've really failed yet. As far as
Iron Man
keeping
3.
me hooked, and I don't want to talk about Iron Man 3. we can make a Marvel
Yeah,
episode.
that's a whole
and I will
other
rant
episode.
for the entire episode on
I can't
why
wait
I
for
don't
that.
like Iron Man 3.
And I will tell
And
you
Iron
how much
Man-
I love Iron Man 3.
Iron Man is my favorite superhero.
Oof.
Anyway, yeah, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I know very little about Captain Marvel.
Mhm, yeah,
Like her
same.
origins, like the Kree Skrull War, which they'll go over in the movies, but like the aliens and all
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know very little, but I'm very excited. I like Brie Larson. She's an Oscar winner.
What has she been in?
She's been in the movie The Room, where she was.
Never seen it.
Yeah, that's where she won her Oscar.
The Room.
Or no, it's actually Room, not
Oh,
The
okay,
Room.
I was gonna say.
yeah. It's Room. She was she plays this chick that gets abducted, and she ends up having a son and raising her son by her abductor, and
Ooh,
yeah,
interesting.
it's a pretty wild movie. Yeah,
And you said she won an Oscar for that?
yeah, she won her Oscar. She's
Okay.
also in Kong Skull Island.
Oh,
She's
I
the
was
first thing
gonna
I
say
ever
that.
saw her in was Scott Pilgrim.
Versus
She's
the
she's
she's not the main girl on that.
no,
is
she's
she?
his ex. What's her name?
Oh,
That's in the band with Superman.
I don't know.
Um,
I've only seen it once a long time ago.
Hang on, IMDb. It's gonna bother me if I find
All
out.
right, you looked it up. So Captain Marvel, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, a couple years ago, I wasn't the biggest superhero fan. I mean, I had seen, like, of course, I'd seen like Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, which are awesome. Except for the first one, I couldn't really get into that one. But then, I think like Avengers. I was late to the game, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. I mean, they always have pretty good story. I do kind of hate that they all kind of follow the same thing. It just seems like same shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
But they're entertaining. I mean, they're really fun. They break away from the narrative.
She plays Envy, by the way.
Envy, okay.
Yeah, that was her name. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I had to get that
No,
out.
thanks
It's
for
gonna bother
interrupting me. Yeah,
But yeah, no, yeah. I remember when the first Avengers came out, like, my friends and I, so I had this friend, he had blonde hair, so he was Thor.
Oh,
even
God.
though I'm black, I was Iron Man because I love Iron Man. And
you got the little facial hair for it too.
yeah,
Kind of.
I mean, not really, but
Well, you grow into
thanks
it.
for bringing that up.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, I wore this clip-on arc reactor to my shirt, like lit up and made noise and all this other kind of stuff.
No,
yeah, I
you
was that
did
guy. I was
not.
that
Oh my
guy.
God.
And
When was this?
this was 2012. So
And-
I'm terrible at math. I don't.
And Ashley, your girlfriend, she stayed
Yeah,
with you through the
she
whole thing?
actually. So look, it was very cute. She like snuggled up. I remember exactly what scene it was. It was when they're in the lab, and it's Bruce and Tony, and Cap comes in with the when he's all mad, and Tony like offers him some blueberries and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
It was that scene, and she tried to snuggle up and be all cute, and her back was on my chest, and it hit the arc reactor, and it made like this loud sound in the middle of the theater, and I was like, oh shit, and I like ripped it off, and I put it,
It's
Fun
funny
times.
because Ashley's like sitting, not too far from us, and she's listening to the whole thing. She's like, "Yep."
She's a strange cat lady.
Yeah.
She's painting on the floor
Yeah.
in front of the patio, and there's just two cats just lingering around her.
That's okay. It's good
Yeah.
atmosphere.
But I love her, so I can make fun of her.
There you
I can be as honest as I like,
That's right.
with little to no repercussion. And that's what love is.
That's what love is.
Anyway.
You didn't know you were gonna get advice from us and
Yeah.
perspective of your life and everything.
I mean, not saying I know what I'm talking about.
Right, of course.
Anyway.
So Captain Marvel, that's
Yeah.
your number one most anticipated movie?
No, these are not in any
they're
particular
not in
order.
any- okay.
No. It's just first on the list.
Right, so Captain Marvel.
Mhm.
Okay, I have to agree with that. I can't wait for that one.
The second movie is Us, the Jordan Peele. I actually have not seen any trailers for it.
Me neither.
When Get Out came out, I didn't see any trailers for Get Out. I kind of went into it a little blind. I actually didn't even see it in theaters. I saw it when it came out on DVD.
Wow.
And I was like, man, because when I saw the trailers, I'm like, the weird, like, I could tell that there was some kind of weird twist in the movie, that it wasn't just about, like, kind of white on black race relations. I could tell that there was something weird to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if that fits, like, this genre, like, of race. I don't know if these two sci-fi, fantasy, and race, I don't know if those are going to blend together well.
Sure.
It kind of looks convoluted. And then everyone was saying it was sweet, and I was like, yeah, I'll wait till it comes out on DVD.
Right.
And then I watched it, and it blew me away, and I was like, wow. I actually, like, I liked not knowing very much about it and just kind of going into it a little bit, like, with an open mind.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want to do for Us. I'm really excited about it. I know the basic synopsis, like, there's a couple,
I know
and
nothing
they've got,
about it.
like, oh, dude, spoiler alert.
No, I mean, I don't care. Go for
It's
it.
not really spoilers if it's
Right.
in the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, that's debatable. Anyway, so there's a couple, and there's like they're evil doppelgangers or
Okay.
something like that, and that's all I really know. All I know is that there's a couple. It's Lupita Nyong'o
Wow,
and
sounds really interesting.
what's that guy's name that plays in Baku? In
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
He's
it's
in
them.
that?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
outta here.
It's them, and yeah, they got some evil doppelgangers. That's all I
It's
really
so
know.
funny. The guy who plays M'Baku and the girl who plays, I want to say Shuri.
Mhm.
I think either it was her or I think it was her. Like, they went to college together.
Did they?
Yeah, and they
That's
were
awesome.
both like, they saw the first Avengers movie, and they were like, one of these days we're gonna be in one of those movies. And it was just
That's
ironic. They were
awesome.
both in Black Panther, and they were both in
Yeah, they're both in a
And-
$1 billion film.
Infinity. I know, yeah, it's great. It's fun
Oscar
little
now.
trivia.
Ah, that's crazy. What a world we live in.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame. Okay.
I am beyond excited for this
Yeah,
movie.
I really can't wait for that one.
Listen. I haven't been this excited for a movie
Yeah.
since, I want to say Infinity War, but I feel like because Infinity War was so sweet,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more excited.
You know, I kind of went into Infinity War blind. Like, I didn't really... Yeah, see, this was still at the time where I wasn't, like, the biggest Marvel fan, so I knew, like, nothing about, like, Thanos or really any of the Infinity Stones. I don't even remember them being mentioned in any of the movies. And then I go in there, and then out of the blue, they're just like, oh, you know, there's these things called Infinity Stones. But yeah, no, now that I'm, like, pretty into them, I've seen them all, except for... No, I think I've seen them all now. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. It'll be pretty cool.
I remember after the first Avengers, when they showed Thanos. At first, I thought it was the Super Skrull. The Super Skrull's green.
Yeah, I don't know what that
yeah,
is.
see, yeah. For any nerds listening.
See,
Super
Chance
Skrull.
is really into the comic books and everything.
It was the scrotum chin. I was like, oh, it's because the Skrull have the same kind of chin that Thanos has. So I was like, oh, it's the Super Skrull.
So what is Thanos? Is he
Thanos
a
is a Titan. He's from the planet Titan.
Oh, is that the race?
Mm-hmm. He's a Titan, yeah.
Oh.
They call, in the comics, they refer to him as
That's
the Mad Titan. Yeah.
I just thought that was just like his nickname.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, it's not. That's his race.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was a Super Skrull. My friend of mine, he's like a Marvel. He's like a superhero encyclopedia, Marvel and DC. I was like, it's the Super Skrull. And I thought I was on his level.
Right.
And he was like, no, it's Thanos. And I'm like, you lost me. So we left the theater and we walked over to a Barnes and Noble and we picked up a Marvel encyclopedia and he showed me and I remembered the gauntlet more than anything, more so than what Thanos looked like. I remembered the Infinity Stones and all that. And then when we looked in it and I saw the gauntlet, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is where they're going. And I was like, all right. I've been following these movies since the first Iron Man came out in 2013. Or, excuse me,
2008, right?
I was 13. That's where the 13 came from. It came out in 2008.
That.
Excuse me.
Gosh.
Don't tear me apart in the comment section about how I'm an idiot and can't do math. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
I'm so ready. Like, they built this universe up so much.
Yeah.
And like I'm afraid that the story itself won't live up to the hype, because there's so much hype behind this movie. I mean, Infinity War made $2 billion. That's a lot of money. And this story, man, like Kevin Feige, the founder of Marvel Studios, he said that all the marketing, they're only showing like the first like 15 minutes.
to 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. And apparently it's like 3 hours long.
Smart.
But I'm
That's
just
what
like,
I would do.
I'm like, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
so
be
excited.
cool. I can't wait.
Anywho,
So the Lego
first
movie.
I watched the first Lego movie for the first time last night.
What'd you think?
Thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a fun one. You know, Chris Pratt's great.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it like when it came out. You know, because I grew up playing with Legos. Like they were the shit. I loved playing with Legos. I was like really good. I could build them all. I remember my mom would get me like these big, like 1,000-piece sets, and it was like, oh, you know, she's like, oh, I'll probably keep him entertained for, you know, the next day or two while he's building it. But I would like put it together in like a couple hours. I loved him. I couldn't get over him. So like when that movie came out, I was like, damn, this will be pretty cool. I can't wait to see it. So yeah, I remember we went and saw it, and I really enjoyed it. Chris Pratt, I didn't know that was Chris Pratt the first time I saw it. And see, he's great.
I didn't see it just because I was like, what are you making a Lego movie about? To me, it was like Battleship, when I made a movie out of Battleship. I'm like, what are you doing with it? Like, it's just building blocks, like plastic building blocks. How could you possibly make a story out of this? So I didn't see it. I was a hater. And then I finally watched it last night, and I was like, wow, it was a lot more funny than I thought it was going to be. I chuckled quite a bit. It entertained me.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. I mean, it's a really good kids movie that appeals well to adults, like Toy Story, like the Toy Story franchise. Like, I mean, we're adults now, but we grew up watching them when we were kids, and now when Toy Story 4 comes out. Or no, this will be 5, right?
No,
It's 4? Yeah. So when Toy Story 4 comes out, I'll be there, like, the day it comes out. Like,
Toy Story
I can't
2
wait.
was like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's good. They're all great. I mean, I personally, I think they should have probably ended that when they did with the third one.
But
whatever, hey.
it got nominated.
Can't stop that money train.
It got nominated for Best Picture, so Disney was probably like, oh, well.
Might as well. Just keep going.
We can afford it.
Yeah. But yeah, Lego Movie is great.
Yeah.
So the second one, we just
Lego
saw
Movie
it.
2.
Yeah.
Do you want to give like a summary of
Yeah,
what it's
so
about?
I kind of went into it blind. Like, I hadn't seen any of the trailers.
Neither did I.
Honestly, up until like a few months ago, I didn't even know they were making a second one because I kind of felt like, with the way the first one ends, they just left it open.
Yeah,
it's just like to play with it.
When the first one ended last night, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I see why they're making a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of set up to be a sequel.
Yeah. So, second movie still follows Emmett and how he and all of his friends and Lucy and everyone are still in their Lego town. So it's right after, what is it? What's it called? I don't know. Is it Vicksburg or something like that?
Oh.
Bricksburg.
Bricksburg.
That's what it is. So, the I forget what those little the kids Legos.
Those things are what? We doing spoilers or let's do non-spoilers.
Yeah, let's do non-spoilers first.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, you have to say like the end of the first one.
Yeah.
So
they're
like
very weird and strange and
so like
freaky-ish.
kids. So there's in case you're not familiar, there's like two types of Legos. There's the big bricks that are like a couple inches wide. They're supposed to be bigger for kids that are like 3 and under, so that they can play with them and that they won't like choke on them and stuff like that. And then it ends with those bigger bricks coming down into like the Legos, the smaller pieces, and all the little characters, and they're like going to take over the world or something. And so that's kind of what the whole story is about: the crew fighting off these. They're supposed to be like
weird baby Legos,
right? They're supposed to be like the kids' sisters' Legos, and it's.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I had fun with this movie. It made me laugh.
Yeah, the score is really great.
Yeah,
I love the music.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another character that that Chris Pratt voices 2 characters in this
so
movie.
Funny.
He's Emmett, and then he's this new character named Rex.
Yeah, I was like, at first I didn't realize that was him. I'm that's Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I love the fact that he trained raptors as like a Jurassic World reference. That was hilarious.
Yeah, so kind of a spoiler, not really, but
is it in the trailer?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Whoops.
See, I didn't see any of the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't either.
See the trailer. So
we should probably start watching trailers.
Yeah, probably should. The movies we're gonna see.
All right.
Well, anyways, I guess now we're into the.
I guess the spoilers.
Yeah. Here they come.
Put in a timestamp,
right?
If you really care about that kind of thing.
Yeah, perfect. So, yeah, I mean, one of my favorite parts in the whole movie is like when they introduce Rex, who is Chris Pratt's other character, and he's like, "Oh, I'm you from the future, and I'm just a more handsome version who was hidden under all this baby fat and didn't know I was good looking until." And he's like, he's like, I trained raptors, and they're kind of referencing all of his like Chris Pratt's movies. Without saying like I'm Chris Pratt, so they're referencing like Jurassic Park and
from like
others.
So you know Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like he was doing a Kurt Russell impression.
For sure.
Like he's like the whole time he even like kind of looked like Kurt Russell a little bit.
For
so the whole time I'm like, this is Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was funny because they both worked on Guardians.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wrote fist ship check mark.
Yeah, it took me a while.
His spaceship, Rex's spaceship.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. I was like,
like
oh, it's a fist. Yeah, it was so cool looking.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that character Rex is just really fun, and it turns out at the end like Rex is the bad guy all along, and you never see it. I didn't see it coming.
I mean, I honestly didn't.
Which kind of goes into like something I had. It's it all plays into this perspective role, right? And this is like, it's hard to find, as I was just telling Chance before we started, it's kind of hard to find like a deeper meaning in a kid's movie sometimes, but like
something that both audience, like all audiences
Right.
can relate to.
But in this one, there's two that I found that are really good, meaningful elements in this movie where it's it seems to be all from a certain point of view, right? So, like, we'll just call them the good guys who pertain to like Emmett and Lucy and all of them, and then the bad guys who is the Queen, but I can't remember her name. Should have written that down.
Queen, yeah,
Queen,
weird.
like it's something
Queen,
goofy.
whatever,
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
So it's all about a certain point of view and how like Lucy and Emmett, they see them as the bad guys because they came to their world and like started attacking them. And then at the end, one of the side characters from, the Queen's crew, they go, well, we thought you guys were the bad guys. You were attacking us, and it's kind of, I mean, you can really bring that into today's world.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say like,
whoa, are we getting into politics?
yeah,
here?
I know. I was about to say we're not like political
Whoa.
or anything.
We want to keep our listeners, Logan.
Right. So, we're not a political group, and maybe we'll cut this out. But it's like maybe we'll cut it out. But it kind of, I don't know, like, feel how you want to feel. I don't care. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. The only thing that I can think of is like the whole slogan, like "Make America Great Again," right? So it really pertains to that. Everyone, there was this group of people who are like, "Make America Great Again," because it's not what it used to be, right? But then you could look at it and be like, well, America's already pretty great. I mean, if you think about where we were just 70 years ago, segregation, I mean, it's a huge thing. Like, you see all the advancements in technology, medical changes over the world. America's pretty great. I mean, we're one of the leading countries, if not the leading country in the entire world. So to say that America's not really great, it just depends on your point of view, which kind of comes back full circle to the movie. I mean, you can really put that to anything.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good. You handled that very well.
Yeah.
I'm going to segue into Bruce Willis.
Seg it up. Oh, my God.
Yes, that was hilarious. I love the fact that he had tan lines, too. Did you see that on his arms? Yeah. Oh, my God. I wrote Bruce Willis / tan lines, check mark.
So in the movie, I love how, it's, first of all, I love how it's very aware of itself.
Yeah.
So there's, the crew they're going through, like Lucy's crawling through. Well, actually, the first time they meet him is like they just get to the
they're getting their makeover.
Yeah, the Queen's like
and he's like in the
headquarters.
He's like,
and she's like, I could just take my hair off, and what? Do I look like Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
The camera pans.
He's Bruce Willis.
And Bruce Willis is just chilling in the hot tub, and he goes, "No,
no."
Which I should have stayed to see if that was actually him. That would have been a cool little nod. I don't think it was.
Yeah,
it didn't sound like him.
Bruce Willis doesn't really care about anything anymore, so I doubt he would even do that. Have you seen any of his movies lately? He's just kind of just there.
Oh, that's funny. Doesn't care about anything.
The CPD, his convenient plot device. Oh my God, that. Oh man.
So Emmett and Rex,
it's like you were saying, like they're so aware.
Yeah.
Like
Emmett and Rex, they're like running through this alleyway, and Rex
just pulls out. I don't even know what it was shaped like. He pulls out this thing. He's like, I'm gonna use my CPD, convenient plot device, and it like breaks a hole in the ground and like fall and escape. Like it was hilarious.
It's really good. Just little stuff like that.
One thing, did you notice that like the Queen, was voiced by Tiffany Haddish? I will say, at first I was like, that's Tiffany Haddish, and I was a little distracted by that at first. But then by the time she got to that first song, I really bought into it, and the songs in this movie are kind of catchy.
Yeah, they are catchy.
We saw it in IMAX.
Right.
Ooh, so those
fancy.
Dolby speakers, man.
Yeah.
The bass was bumping.
Which is really funny that you say that, because like at least two of the songs, the lyrics are like, this song's gonna get stuck in your head, and like this is supposed to be catchy, and they are pretty good. I will say, like, in some way, shape, or form, I don't remember if he was like the composer or he helped on the music, but one of my favorite artists is Jean Lajoie, and he worked on that movie. And if you know who Jean Lajoie is, you'll know that he's like this funny comedian who makes funny music videos on YouTube, and he was on The League and stuff like that. And the music that's in that movie, if he composes and stuff, is right on par with what he does.
Yeah, I was digging the music, man.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's a good one.
But like, did you notice like some of the details, like the Queen and some of the other Lego pieces from that world? They had like fingerprints on. Yeah. I was wondering if you noticed that. I was like, oh man, look at this. I thought that was really
that's one of my notes
really
here.
cool.
Like, this movie is like, these people clearly care about what they're doing.
The animation team on this. That's just something I wasn't expecting. Something so simple as like a fingerprint on a Lego piece.
Right.
And seeing it, you're kind of like, whoa.
Because the whole thing is, it's, one of my other things I had was, it's like, it actually feels like kids are playing with these toys and they're developing this own storyline, which is kind of different from, say, Toy Story.
Yeah, when they're actually alive. And they're making, well, I guess in Lego Movie, they are making their own choices like Toy Story, but...
See, I don't know.
It
kind of depends.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at one point, some of the characters get taken away, and then you see, like, very briefly, you see these.
Well, I guess it's from the toys' point of view, but like, we the audience know
that the daughter or the sister is taking away the toys to her own little.
What did he call the stairwell? It was like a portal. The stairwell from the basement. The stairgate. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Because I'm like, Stargate.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Total, like, also just looked just like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, when the door opened and the camera like spin. Yeah.
That's great. What else did you? Yeah, so attention to detail is great. Bruce Willis is awesome. When the movie, like, after the first like 10 or 15 minutes, it kind of shifts. It jumps ahead like 5 years, and
has it been 5 years since the first movie came out?
God, I think so. Yeah. So it jumps, and now Bricksburg is now this apocalyptic setting, totally Mad Max.
Yeah, this movie is very heavy on like growing up and maturing, and
definitely. Like, even Emmett as a character, that's like it's always one of my biggest pet peeves in movies, is how it just feels like a character is just this character. Take, for instance, like Bruce Willis in Die Hard, right? He's just John McClane.
Yeah, he's just a cop with no shoes.
In every, aside from getting shoes and all the others, he doesn't really change.
Yeah.
But like Emmett kind of goes through this whole, and so does Lucy. Like, they both go through this whole character arc.
Trying so hard to be tough.
Right. Emmett actually changes. He knows that Lucy wants him to be tougher and smarter. And
in his act of trying to be tough, he becomes a dick and he ruins the whole wedding.
Yeah. And Lucy, she realizes, well, I guess I don't actually like that. I guess, like, I liked him the way he was, which is something she wants him to change. Sees it, doesn't like it, and that's kind of that was my second like serious tonal point in this movie, is like,
be who you are,
right? I mean, you can say, like, I like Chance for who he is.
Thank you.
If he were to change like pretty drastically on me,
you'd find a new co-host.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't like you as much. I like you for who you are.
Thank you, Logan.
Everyone has, of course.
Thank you.
Everyone has like flaws, but like, I don't see flaws as flaws. I see them as like people's quirks. They make them who you are.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
I really enjoyed that. Especially like when he realized it, and he literally stood up for himself when he's like laying on the ground. Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, it's good.
And he's trying to stand, and his body's like convulsing everywhere.
Oh, at the end, that's right.
Do I have any more notes?
So, like, the movie is also extremely kid-friendly, of course. But, like, if you're a parent and taking your kids to it, you'll definitely find something that you like. Yeah,
there's definitely some peppered
100%. I mean, like, there's
adults.
There's some old stuff too. Like Batman is a character in the movie, and they make a ton of Batman references.
Yeah, just that Gotham City song. That oh my god,
there's a whole song about it. Yeah,
there's so many references,
and they make references to like
Val Kilmer, and Christian Bale, and all the like Vicky
George
Vale,
Clooney,
and all the Batman's previous love interests.
Right. Oh, see, I didn't pick up on that, but you're
I laughed
a comic
at that,
book guy, yeah. But Yeah, no, I mean, even just that, and there's tons of Marvel references too. Of course,
they couldn't get
yeah,
the
Marvel's
Justice
still
League.
not answering our calls.
They send the
Yeah.
Justice League to fight the little sister's toys or whatever it is, and the Justice League never came back. And they're like, yeah, the Justice League have been gone, and we can't get what they say, we can't get Marvel to pick up the phone.
Like Marvel basically wants nothing to do with us. They're
Oh my
doing their own
God.
thing, which
is, I mean, well, Warner Bros. Owns DC,
right,
so
right,
I mean, it all makes sense.
yeah, for sure.
But
Would have been fun to see.
I loved the fact that, because I grew up watching the Justice League cartoon show, and the ship that the Justice League get into and launch off into space, that's their ship from the cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I really liked that. That was pretty cool.
Can we talk about the cameos in that movie?
Yeah.
Just like, for instance, in the Justice League,
Yeah.
Green Lantern is Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill. Superman is Channing Tatum.
I'm pretty sure Aquaman is actually
It is.
Jason
It is.
Momoa.
I saw his name.
Yeah.
Like, when he said "my man,"
Yeah.
I just lost it. Did you see Justice League?
No.
Oh my
see,
God!
I haven't
It's
seen
so
any of the
listen.
DC movies.
Aquaman's literally like falling out of the sky. He's like fighting these these little monster things, and Cyborg comes out of nowhere and he just catches him in midair.
He said
And he's like, "The fight ain't over yet." He's like, "My man!" He just tosses Aquaman into. Oh my God! It's fucking terrible.
Oh, that's great.
I'm so the fact that was his first line in this movie.
Right.
He's like, "My man!"
Like I said, very aware.
That
of
was so
itself.
funny to me.
That's great. I mean, there's tons of character. Yeah, Jason Momoa, Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, Kobe Smulders. Is that last name? Kobe Smulders.
Kobe Smulders. Was she in it? From How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, she's Wonder Woman.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
yeah.
also Maria Hill in the Marvel
Yes,
movies.
she is.
Mm.
I mean, yeah,
Mm.
she's.
It says you can't do both.
That's right. Chum in the waters, dip your
Yeah.
toes in everything.
Traitor. No, I'm kidding.
But I mean, like even in the first one, there's great cameos in it too.
I missed Liam Neeson's.
Yeah, I know.
I missed my Liam Neeson's.
He was so good. His character was there for a
Yeah.
hot second.
I don't even think it was his voice though, because he didn't really say anything.
He
just,
didn't
like,
say
kinda
anything.
growled,
Yeah. But yeah, I mean Charlie Day, not really a cameo because he's kind of one of the main characters.
In the
but-
first movie, man, when he builds that spaceship,
Yeah.
he just screams "spaceship."
Yep,
He's
and
like,
that's all
"Oh my
it is, yeah.
God, that was so funny." To
Yeah.
me. I love
He's-
Charlie
Yeah,
Day,
he's pretty. I think he's kind of
I
underrated.
never really watched It's Always Sunny in
Yeah.
Philadelphia. I know
I've
he's
seen
from
a couple
that, but,
episodes.
I've seen like Pacific Rim. I really like him in that. I like
Is
him in
he in
Horrible
that?
Bosses. Yeah, he's
Huh.
he's one of the weird scientists.
Yeah, Horrible Bosses. That's one of his better
Mhm.
roles. I love that movie. But yeah, oh my gosh, one of the funniest moments in that movie was again at the beginning. They're like, well, kind of, it's the Mad Max setting.
Mm-hmm.
They're being chased by one of these little robots or a spaceship,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in this car. They bust up this ramp, and they're in this building, and then this tense moment. Chris Pratt just goes, "Oh my God, this used to be my dentist's office."
Yeah.
It's just so out of left field. It's so great.
She's like, "Focus."
Yeah, I think this is the way he says it too. I really like him as a comedian.
Yeah, he's very good at with this Emmett character. It's just very good at being I don't want to say simple-minded, but he's just so easygoing to where it just seems like he's an idiot. But when you really look at him, like, I wish I could just be that happy with life all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just carefree. Like, we're being chased by this spaceship, but I used to get my teeth cleaned here.
Me in this exact office is like his exact words. It's great. And yeah, his other character Rex, he has some great lines. Like, there's it's 4:30. The ticking clock is ticking.
Yeah, the ticking clock
I remember,
is ticking.
like, you looked at me and you're like, he's just saying nonsense.
He's just saying bullshit. Like, he's
But it's great.
it's like your typical tough guy. He talks so raspy and he just says generic things.
And I don't know if you caught this, but like he carries this big gun, and when he's shooting it, he's actually he go beep 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 beep.
He's making the noise himself. Yeah, I lost it at that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, just like some great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to look over my other notes. Oh my gosh, one of the things I loved. I don't know if you are aware of like what this is, but in the movie, you're probably about halfway through at this point. There used to be in movies like intermissions, right? So, and they used to put it like in the 60s, 50s, and the 60s, and they used to put up this big cartoon animation. It was like, we're going to the movies, get your popcorn, get your snacks, stuff like that. like this break time, stuff like that. So they pay an homage to it, and they put that in there.
Yeah. The first time I'd ever seen that, I went to the drive-thru.
Yeah.
For the first time
The
last
drive-in?
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
I knew what you meant.
That's why you're here.
That's right.
But yeah, and the intermission between the two films.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's just a really cool. I love it when films do that. When
Mm-hmm.
they even the word movies is really weird. Like
the word movies?
Yeah, have you ever thought about it?
No.
Like it's a movie. It's like a moving picture.
Yeah.
But we call them movies. Like it's like calling your shoes like walkies. Like I'm putting on my walkies, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's...
Yeah, it's still weird.
I don't know. I guess I never really thought about it like
Think
that.
about it.
Wow. You learn something new every day, folks.
That's right. Shit. Oh, my God.
We are fumbling our way through this.
For sure.
I hope you guys like this. I really do.
But
this might be our only episode.
Yeah. Like I said, Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon. As soon as we get that set up, we'll put that link in the description.
Right. That's right. Anyways, very, very kid-friendly movie, of course. You know, there's like they like I said, they imitate Mad Max a lot, and how it's like a hellish place, except there was like it's a heckish place.
Yeah. Welcome to heck.
Yeah, welcome to heck. Yeah, it's great. Should we talk about stuff we don't like? I have one thing right off the bat.
Okay.
There's really only two things I don't really like in this movie. One of them is, if you've seen the first one, Will Ferrell heavily in the movie. He's like the main dude, right?
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
Like the main bad guy. Clearly had no interest in being in this movie, or he was just unavailable.
Well, when did they film that Holmes and Watson movie? He may have been filming that because I feel like if he,
time, yeah.
I think, I mean, I don't really know, but
yeah, he might have been filming Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, I think because he only did audio. Because even as like the dad, he was just yelling from other rooms, and it was actually his voice.
Right, it definitely was. But like, why couldn't they just written a scene? Like, how long would it have taken to just walk through the frame or just something? You know.
I mean, his hair. I mean, I don't know. The way he looked in Holmes and Watson, assuming that's what he was doing. If he was doing Holmes and Watson,
he could look totally different.
Assuming.
But then again, it's also been like 5 years, so why wouldn't he look different, right?
Yeah.
Other thing, really don't like. So, the girl from Bridesmaids.
Oh yeah, the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
none
her
of her
name?
jokes. I don't know. Hang on, let me
I
look.
can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, all of her jokes fell flat.
Yeah,
for me.
not funny whatsoever.
Yeah,
which she is funny, and she's a great actress, and I think she's one of the funniest people.
Isn't she from?
She's
SNL?
from SNL. Yeah, for
SNL.
Sure. I can't remember her name, and once you say it, of course.
It's Maya Rudolph.
Oh yeah, Maya Rudolph. Yeah.
Maya.
No,
That's
that doesn't
Maya.
sound right. Yeah, her character, not funny.
Yeah, none of her. Yeah, all that was very dumb.
She's like steps on a Lego at this one point, and it's just
literally like right after she steps on the first one and recovers, she steps on the second one. I'm like, all right.
Like, yeah, it actually hurts. Step on a Lego for sure, but like.
And then she compared it to giving childbirth.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've never given birth to a baby,
no clue.
and I never will.
Actually, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that stepping on 2 Legos is not the same as pushing a human being out of your body. So
you have to ask Ashley.
But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, what do you know?
Little to nothing.
Question.
We've been over this.
Yeah,
that was in the beginning, the opening segment.
Yeah, that's the only two things that I really don't like about it. What do you got? Anything?
Definitely the mom.
Yeah,
but not. It's not. I mean, I guess it's not her fault.
Again,
unless
she's
all
a
of that
great
was improv.
actress,
Then
right?
They should have went with a different take.
Yeah,
but I think that's it, really.
Yeah. No, it's a great movie. I mean, it really is.
Yeah, like you wanna. We never really finalized a scoring system on these movies.
Yeah, we didn't.
So, what do you want to keep it simple? Like what, out of 5?
Yeah, for sure. I give it a solid 4. I enjoyed it.
How about this?
Yeah.
Have you watched Daredevil? Any of the Netflix Daredevil?
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest season, so don't you dare tell me.
The Hand.
Yeah,
right?
The
Hand was made up of 5 people, and they were called fingers. So 5 fingers made a fist.
Oh my god.
So, how about if it gets all 5, it gets a punch in the face 'cause it's a fist. How about that?
It's so violent.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect.
All right. So, punch in the face is good.
Mm-hmm.
We liked it so much.
Clearly good.
We wanted to punch the filmmakers in the face. But what if
Okay.
it's bad and we want to punch the filmmakers in the face?
Well, if it's bad, slap them.
how about we get an open hand slap?
Open hand slap, yeah.
So if it's good,
Right.
closed fist.
Closed fist.
Bad.
Punch in the face.
Bitch slap. All right. So, I'd give this movie 3.5 fingers.
3.5 fingers.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some jokes that fell flat for me.
Yeah.
And
as it probably should.
And then I don't know. It seems like a lot of the times they like explain the joke after. Like,
yeah,
well,
a lot
like
of movies do that.
I didn't like Lucy's character, Elizabeth Banks's character.
Yeah.
When Tiffany Haddish is singing, and she's like, kind of debunking all the lyrics that she's saying, like picking them apart. It kind of ruined the song for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just me.
No,
Just,
I agree.
Yeah.
So, a lot of movies do that, and I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, like if you have to explain the joke to me, it probably wasn't funny enough to me. Yeah. That's the whole point of the joke. But that's something I don't really care for.
But you know, they're probably pandering to kids.
Yeah,
too,
that's another part.
Yeah.
That's the double-edged sword.
Right.
It's a kids movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I give it a 3.5.
Yeah,
3.5 fingers.
Yeah, I give it a 4.
fingers.
I enjoyed it. You
Okay,
know,
wow,
it's a really
look at
good
you.
one. I think a lot of adults will like it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think more importantly, the kids will like it too
Yeah,
because it's a kid
most
movie.
definitely.
But because like I mean, I can't think of I probably couldn't go and sit through like a Thomas the Train movie and enjoy that with my kids. I would enjoy it because my kids. I don't have kids, I should say, but I would enjoy it. But my kids are enjoying it. That's probably why I would like it. But I wouldn't personally find it entertaining. Whereas I would find the Lego Movie entertaining, and I think so would my kids. So yeah, I'd probably give it a 4.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
So
also, a little bonus thing: at the end credits.
Oh yeah,
the music for
Yeah.
that. Fantastic.
If any of you guys are Andy Samberg fans, Lonely Island does the end credit song, and it's hilarious.
Fantastic.
I gotta look that song up. I gotta read the lyrics because I could only catch bits and pieces of it, but it was hilarious. The parts that I heard,
because what they're singing about, like, wow, we love credits so much.
Yeah,
and then like they're long credits.
At one point, he says something along the lines of, he's like, if you're gonna do a song for a movie, do the credits because that's the best part of the movie.
Part of the movie. It's like it's time to read.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that sequence was so long.
Yeah,
though.
It was really.
I feel like they stretched it out for the song.
For sure, I would too.
But it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Though. I feel like
that was probably honestly
like half the budget
the
went into like the end. The end credits.
I can't remember. Are the Lonely Island? Are they still making music?
I have no idea.
I don't think they are.
Dick in a Box is a classic, though.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Mother Lover. I mean, you got them all. I mean, they're all really good. I mean,
Jizz
come
in
on.
my pants. I used to listen. I know all the words to that song. I listened to it so much in middle school. I listened to that song just standing outside waiting for school to start.
Does Ashley know that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were friends back
You
then.
bonded over that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just gives a great little look.
Artists at work. Look, us we're recording our podcast, talking about movies, and she's over here painting with watercolors, surrounded by cats.
Oh my God! Yeah, we're all like doing something artsy right now.
Archie schmartsy.
No, yeah, great movie. I enjoyed it.
Definitely worth. Definitely, if you liked the first movie, you'll definitely like this movie.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I've heard some people say that they didn't like it as much as the first movie.
I agree with that.
But
I enjoyed the first one more.
Yeah, I mean, to me, they're on the same playing field. I enjoyed both of them equally. I think. I could have done with a little bit some Liam Neeson's in this.
You really liked him. Man.
I like. Yeah, it was so
really
the fact that it's
movie.
Liam Neeson just makes me laugh. But
I do love Liam Neeson. I agree with that.
But yeah, I think that was really good.
Yeah,
Definitely worth going to the movies and paying money to see it.
For sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
You think they'll make a third one?
Oh gosh, I don't think so.
Yeah, it didn't end the same.
Yeah.
It didn't end kind of open ended like the first one did.
Yeah, and I just think all the actors. I mean, if it really has been 5 years, which I think it has been. I mean, I can only imagine it's probably going to take another 5 years for them to make another one.
Well, I don't know. It would probably depend on how much this movie makes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
because I don't know what the first one made. I'm sure.
Probably a lot. I'm pretty sure it did pretty well. I mean, review-wise, they're both reviewed very highly. Monetary, I'm not too sure. But, I mean, Chris Pratt, main character, he's going to be pretty tied up with the whole Marvel universe for the next foreseeable future. He's got a few movies coming out just in that alone, and really curious to see what he'll do after that. So, yeah, I don't know.
If it's a box office success, I'm sure they'll do another one. Because that's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, money makes the world go round.
So I'm trying to see how much money this movie made.
That's okay. I'm going to cut this part out.
Are you going to cut this out?
Yeah, while you look it up.
Why?
It's not very entertaining.
Well, I'm sure some people are having a good time listening to us ramble.
How many? I mean, you keep saying like some people. You think like millions of people are already listening to us?
No, but we got some friends that want to listen to it, right? I'm sure your mom will listen, your girlfriend's parents. You know what I mean?
Actually, no, they won't listen to it.
They won't.
No.
You should make them listen.
Oh my God!
Come in with like a Bluetooth speaker and just put it in put it under their door in the middle.
Have
of the
them
night.
like look for it. Oh my God! Yeah, they won't listen to this. That's okay though. I probably wouldn't either. I definitely won't listen to this.
The Lego Movie grossed $257.8 million in the U.S. and Canada. That doesn't really help me. I want to know what it made worldwide.
257?
Yeah, 0.8 million.
Pretty respectable.
Worldwide, it made $469.1 million. So that's kind of a lot.
Yeah, $500 million.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad for a little animated film.
That's really good, actually.
A Lego movie.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm sure this one will make more, though, because that first one has built some traction. And
it has.
I mean, Chris Pratt is a bigger star than he was then.
For sure.
Because that came out, 2014, the first one did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
For sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So that's been a little show, yeah.
Yeah. So
we don't know of a really good way to sign off right now.
Yeah.
So we haven't really worked that out.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be thinking of, for the next couple episodes, we're going to try out some sign-offs, and we'll just kind of see which ones you guys like the best, and maybe you'll hate them all. You know, I don't know. Which
just be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip us apart.
And if you get blocked, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We'll have a new episode every week. So we're typically going to release on Saturday morning.
What's coming out next weekend?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about...
Is that Alita Battle Angel?
Alita Battle Angel. That's going to be our next movie.
Are you excited for this movie?
No, not at all, actually. But I know you are.
I mean, the only reason I am is because Mahershala Ali is in it, and Christoph Waltz. I love both of them.
God, I do love both of them.
Yeah, they're both some Oscar winners. So,
but no, I'm not looking forward to this movie.
I don't know. It looks weird. I don't like her big eyes. They freak me out. Yeah. Like, the CGI is kind of weird. It's like that weird Ready Player One. I understand that Ready Player One is not supposed to look real because it's a game, but she is real.
Yeah.
Like, she's supposed to be a robot.
I will say her big eyes, I do know that, I think it's based off a comic. I'm pretty sure. It's
some kind of anime.
Yeah. Or, anime. That's right. Yeah.
Anime,
but, like, her character has big eyes in the show. And I remember the director, they're like, yeah, we want to pay homage to that.
Who's directing this?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you. Is it Rodriguez?
Yeah, Rodriguez. Yeah, Mr. Rodriguez, actually.
Is that the guy that did Spy Kids? I think it is.
I'm just kind of going along with whatever you said.
It's like James Cameron. Because James Cameron because James Cameron was supposed to make this movie. He had the rights to this movie.
Are you serious?
Robert Rodriguez was like...
Is that the guy?
Yeah. The director. He's like... he did do Spy Kids, but...
Did he really? Which one? All of them?
I think it was all of them, yeah. Because Robert Rodriguez is like, dude, you're going to be making Avatar movies until you die. So you're never going to make this movie. Let me make it.
Well, I mean, that's true. James Cameron has been working on the second Avatar, which is supposedly supposed to release next year.
Yeah, okay. There's supposed to be 5 of those movies total. Who wants 5?
I don't want 5.
Listen.
I didn't even want 1.
I remember when Avatar came out. I was like, I rushed to the theater. Yeah, the CGI was sweet.
You rushed to the theater? You were excited for that movie?
Yeah, because everybody's freaking out about it. And I'm like, ooh, I like good movies. So I'm like...
But you like that one then?
No. I was watching this movie and I was like, why is everybody hyping this movie up? Like, yeah, the visuals are sweet, but I kind of want more than just visuals when I go to see a movie. I want the story to be something too.
It's been said, but it's just Dancing with Wolves.
Yeah, like...
I mean, which is a far superior film.
To me, it's just like Pocahontas. Like, it's just as generic as you could possibly get with it. Like... Yeah.
However, the next ones, they're supposed to revolutionize everything. Yeah, storytelling and...
Because they're doing
doing a bang-up job of that with the
first
one.
They're doing motion capture underwater. I remember I saw something. Someone asked James Cameron. They're like, what's been the hardest part of filming Avatar 2? And he's like, underwater motion capture. Like, no shit. like no shit. You got your actors in gray suits with ping pong balls on them and a helmet that has a camera that's capturing every single detail of their face
pretty difficult.
Underwater.
However,
I mean, I'm assuming they changed the technology a little bit since it's underwater.
I will commend him if he's able to successfully pull it off.
He's James Cameron.
I mean, yeah, he'll be able.
It's hit or miss.
This guy sure likes his water. That's all I'll say. I mean, Titanic.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that movie too.
What?
Oh my god!
Like Titanic.
Listen, it's a sweet movie, right? I understand that it's a classic, okay?
Yeah.
But every time that movie starts, the one thing doesn't it start with like the pearl or whatever it is, like the necklace or whatever?
It starts with, I don't know. Ashley, help us out. So does it start with like them? Like you see the necklace floating down in the water, or does it start with them in the sub underwater? They're in the sub. That's what I thought.
Listen.
See, even I remember.
Listen. The reason I don't know where this movie starts is because every time it starts, I'm like, this movie's 3 hours long. Like I understand that it's an award. Listen, like I said, I know that it's a
Leonardo.
classic. I didn't even become a DiCaprio fan until like The Departed.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I like this guy.
Still on my watch list.
You have to watch it. Anyway, James Cameron, long story, James Cameron. He's sometimes, I don't know, it's like he's good and then he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Did he direct Terminator Genesis, like the newest one that came out?
I don't think so.
Like they're making this Terminator sequel now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be
making another?
Yeah, so they're retconning everything, and this one is a direct sequel from Terminator 2. So all the other Terminators are just like, they did what they did with the new Halloween.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Who gives a shit? Like Sarah Connor's back. I'm like, she's like 90. I mean, she's badass. Don't get me wrong. She's a sweet character, but she's so old. Like, I'm not saying like Arnold was pushing it in the last movie.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. Yeah, Alita Battle Angel.
Alita Battle Angel.
Alita Battle Angel. I know nothing about this. She's a robot made by Christoph Waltz. I've only seen the first trailer.
Now, when we get to like movies that we actually want to see, we'll be doing our research.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll be able to talk about that, like what we're excited about, what we like about them. I mean, well, I do like Lego Movie, but I'm not looking forward to Alita. So
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of not either. I'm just kind of there just for the performances.
Right. And
not necessarily the story or the concept or
right.
anything like that. It's something we've seen a million times. An android built by somebody that becomes sentient. Like, you have to save the world.
Right. And if there's something that you guys want us to review, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got plans to review some really good ones, like Batman, the whole
like the
Christopher Nolan's trilogy,
the long ass Harry Potter saga, and
we'll have
including the Fantastic Beasts. I haven't seen either one of those.
No, we need to get on that. We'll have some special guests on the show. We're gonna do
Star Wars because we both love Star Wars.
Huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah. We'll break that up into some episodes though.
Oh yeah, we'll have some cool guests on the show too, and it'll be really fun. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. Where can people follow you on social media?
So you can follow us on. You can look at us on Instagram, on our website, which is just hosted through clubhousefilms.net.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to see on the on our tab. You'll be able to see a separate one for reviews from the Clubhouse, and you can listen to us all on there. And soon, we'll be on iTunes, so you can download and listen to us wherever you go.
Mm-hmm. Be on the YouTube, which I'm assuming most of you will be listening to this on the YouTube.
And you can of course see it there. We got a YouTube page where you can just look out for reviews from the Clubhouse and find our episodes there. And if we get around to it and we make a Patreon, check us out on Patreon too. Yeah. We'll be at Reviews from the Clubhouse. So.
Give us some money. I mean, you don't have to.
Right.
But if you do,
it's encouraged.
We'll love you a long time.
I mean, it's not encouraged, I should say.
No, it's encouraged.
Well...
If you love us, you'll give us money.
Don't say that. Jesus.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Chance the Actor. It's all one word, ChanseTheActor. Thank you very much.
Chance the Actor.
Yeah.
Great.
Even though I haven't been doing much acting lately. So.
That's true. Oh, that'll change.
Yeah, hopefully.
It'll change.
Hopefully someone will hear my voice and go, let's give him a a pretty big gig.
I
He has
doubt
a
it.
nice voice. It's soothing.
I doubt it.
Until they see me in person. They're like,
Right,
what? He's a
that's-
midget.
Well, guys, thanks again for listening. Join us next week, and we'll be going over Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fun stuff.